Thanks for hanging out with King Drama and King Drama's Gaming. Today we're going to be building the famous Fish Aquarium Museum. All right. Welcome to Once Human with King Drama. Today we are going to start our build. We are going to build I guess you can say an aquarium slash a museum. Just a big building to hold all our stuff. So we will go ahead and get started here. This is what I have put together so far. I was just kind of living off of a few squares here and decided to come over here, expand it out, and now it's time to build. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. All right, I think we're going to start with probably some prints here. We will be looking for the floor. Temporarily, we're going to go with this light gray just to get an idea what we're working with here. So I'm going to want we'll start here. Okay, we're gonna do probably a 4x4 to start. Okay, so we're going to put our kitchen in this back 4, living area in this back 4, stairs, entryway, and our crafting area. So what I'm gonna need now let's start with a door. So I'm gonna put the door here. Of course, we're gonna turn it around, block side out. And I think I'll enclose it with some walls. Okay. Let's bring it on around. Come on. All right, there we go. That's the beginning. Okay, now I just want to put a few pieces of ceiling in. We'll use stone ceiling. Again. Let's see, the front door's there. We're gonna have a staircase. So we'll I think that's where I actually want my stairs, right there. No, that's not where. We're gonna move it over one more. Here. Will that work? Yes, that will work. Okay, let's work on this inside just for a little bit before we get too carried away. Do I want my entry? Let's see, let's put this here. Block this in, and we'll have one coming off of here. Okay, that works great. Let's move a few things in. Yes, that'll work. And we're going to grab this bench. far back can I get it? Overlapping probably the wall. One. And I think one more little move. Okay. That works. Probably grab the stove. And I want this stove in this corner here. Okay, we'll temporarily put the refrigerator in. We may move it around. Let's just put that down. Why won't it let me get closer? All right, and we have a lot of shelving to put in. We got a couch out here. We'll just plop the couch down for now. Move things around later. Chair in. All this will be moved. I'm gonna want a desk. I'll put the desk over here somewhere eventually. And let's go to. Let's go to the prints. Looking for. I don't want to go the dark. We're gonna go with this. This dark, not the red dark. Okay. Okay, we'll keep that there. And for the kitchen area, for now, we'll put this in here. And I was thinking for the walls, okay, not sure if I want the kitchen the same color. What do we have for options here? I don't have a whole lot of stuff here. Walls. That look all right? Was picking the floor. I could change it this color. Yeah, I don't know if I like that one. I may just keep it the same color for now until I figure out what I want to do. Kind of wanted to break it up some, but we'll leave it like that. Now let's go ahead and work on the top. I'll probably put, where's you at? Let's bring you in here, maybe. Of course, we're going to want this over here. I'll temporarily put that there. What else can I bring in? You. And all right, I'll stick that there for now. It's kind of how I want it. All right, let's see what we're gonna do up here. Let's add some walls. work. You know what? I don't want to add a wall. Let's remove that. Let's go back to the floors. Where's my floor? I had a floor. And let's run some floors on the outside here. Okay. All right, let's go to the curve piece. Oop, not that one. Okay, we are making the second story. This is where I'm going to start with the fish aquariums. All that will be on the second story here. All right, where are we at here? Okay, a few walls maybe. Let's see how that would look here. All right. Kind of want a hallway here that's going to go out into another portion if we can. So let's do this. Oh wait, that's completely the wrong direction. There we go. And then we'll add another one here. All right, so I need some corner pieces. Do I have any corners up here? I don't have any corners. I need corner walls. Do I have, is it that? No, I'm gonna want stone. All right, what is this? Stone wall. Stone wall. I don't know the difference. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one I want. The one might be smaller. All right, that will work. Now we're gonna pop in our ceiling here. Now, because I added an extra layer, or should I say squares on this outer side, we may have to put a wall in between because the ceiling on the second story is going to expand too far without a wall under it, I'm pretty sure. Wait a minute, I just closed up my stairs. That's my stairs. All right, we'll leave that open. Let's start up here. This is going to be our rooftop. I'll put another set of stairs in somewhere. I'm just not sure yet. So maybe in that corner. We'll probably add that on later. Set all this up here. Cannot place that there. And I cannot place that there. But I can there. Okay. The middle. I just laid something down and I'm not sure where I laid it. Right, I'm gonna have to add lights down there. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. I can't connect, oh, I can't connect that. So I can't connect this middle without a wall. So we're gonna build a wall or a room. This will be our room. So should I do the color? Two side, one side? Possibly. Let's work with this here. I'm gonna lower myself down here. No, I'll stay up here. We'll go ahead and create this room. And I'm gonna put a doorway right here. Okay. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so far so good. We're gonna come up the stairs. Boom. It's gonna be the little museum area or statues, not sure. We will have wrap around. Of course, I'm gonna have lights in here. Fish tanks. This wall may be our trophy wall, and then we will expand out into another area. So let's see if we can get this lid on here. Okay, so now you see just by adding the walls, because it's not going to let you expand so far out. I mean, it's kind of like you need like a load-bearing wall type deal to support your ceiling. All right, let's get out here. Look around this thing. Okay. All right, that completes that. We'll pick a color here in a bit. I may want to just handrail this top off, possibly. Can always move it later. All right, let's one there and one there. So I want to see if I have a curved piece like this unlocked. I do. All right, that works. Now, let's see how far I can go without a wall under it. Kind of make it like a little breezeway. Okay, so I would need a wall there. Do I want to do this? Let me think here. So let's see. I'm gonna walk into here, connect it to here. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do real quick. Let me put a wall here. And then probably here, right? Here. Possibly here. All right, now grab this here. All right, kind of like that so far. Um, might be a little wide. Let's work on this area here first, if I can. So let's put this wall. Wall. We'll start with 3. All right, we're gonna double this one on the height. And I'm probably gonna let's close that up first, see what happens. And here, do I want a double? All right, we're gonna look for our roofs. I'll possibly use this green one first. What else do I have? This wood one here. That's kind of small, isn't it? I might have to build one. Let's go back down there. Stone roof. Skylight. All right, let's see what this does. Okay. Yeah, I think I will build. Let me get rid of this. See, I'm debating, do I want it 3 across? And then I'm going to want... Oh, I don't have a lot of room out here if I do it like that. Let's close this. Get rid of this. And then... I think I'll put a wall... I put a wall underneath here. Do I want that? Alright, and let's put one on this side here. Alright. Now, let's take this out, and all of these walls here. Oops, not that. Not that. Yeah, I still don't think I'm doing this wall right. Let's try this again. Let me just make a couple more here. I'll probably get rid of one of them. I wish this would stay the same direction. All right, now put another one here. And we got one there. All right, now we're looking for this stone ceiling. Place that there. there. All right, now I can remove possibly this. And that. Which walls did I use? All right, let's turn this around. Wall there. There. Let's see what I can do here with this ceiling here. Pop one here. Probably come out. No. No, actually I don't need one there. I need one here. Right? Let's see. Yeah, we'll fill this in here. All right, that'll come out to our second point. So, let's see, where do I need this wall to go? Probably here. Let's turn that. Can I go 4 and still have enough room in my back area? And then the overhang would be here. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. So, bam. Because I still need a place for my garden and fishing area, all my outdoor activities. All right, so we have another room. It's also a 4x4, so we had a double lower story 4x4. Pretty sure we can fill this one in. All right. 2 corner pieces. I'm sure glad they have the recent builds where I can go to the things that you use mostly. Okay, so we're looking at probably some more walls. Sure, I use this one on the outside here. Come down. Surely that's what I used inside. Yes, it is. All right. Wait, I got ahead of myself. These things just, I wasn't paying attention. Let's get these right. All right, now we're good. So I need curved walls. Ooh, I could have did something like that. I could have made a, because that would be more of a castle design, which is not bad. Right? So can you connect? No, you don't have the, all right, never mind. All right. Now we're going to have the same problem where I'm going to have to build a wall or a room. All right. I think I can work this side. Okay, so same as before. If I put a wall in the middle where the door is, I can put another layer, but I want this wide open. I just need to put lights in there. And down here, I was thinking of making a tropical fish room section over here. So let me get a wall out real quick. Oh, I wanted a small one. And I would need a door to get into it. Or would I want the door here probably? Okay. Yeah, I think I'll make this a tropical fish room for the tropical fish. I'll be decorating the walls with vines and whatnot. All right, nothing wallpaper can't handle, so let's get up here. Okay, let's finish these areas here first. Let's see if I can get two pieces of in here. One, no, I didn't do it. One, two, nice. So that one wall lets me do two. So I think what it is, once you put a wall down, you're only allowed to go two in or two out. You can't go three across unless you have another wall. You can go two and then put a wall and then another two. That's what I'm getting at. So we'll cover that one up there. All right, we need let's see, wall. I need stone. Are these the pieces I need? Let's try that. Okay, there's got to be a larger one. That's not what I wanted. All right, let's put that one in there, and then I will grab. Is it that one? Yes, it is that one. We'll stick that there for now. All right, there is our outside structure so far. You can come down here. I may add some more outside ceiling work over here in the middle. Not sure. Lights underneath. And I definitely need some lights on the inside. So let me work on that real quick. Let's just get some light. See if the daylight would. Oh, daylight is coming, and we'll take a look at it with some lights. Okay, here we are so far. It's almost like that centerpiece needs a window at the top or a skylight. We'll think about that. Let's go inside. I just added some temporary lights until I figure out color for the ceiling. But to give you an idea, we're going to have our crafting area in here and other benches that I need for crafting. And this will be our kitchen. I will have the table, probably the brewing barrel, possibly another stove, definitely another refrigerator. I'll have my cooking rabbit deviation in here as well, if not two of them. So there's plenty of room. We're going to put some bookshelving, probably a rug, nice rug, little knickknacks, wall signs, wall pictures. And up here, we're going to have to remove that because I can't get up. And if I have let's try a small half stone. What would that be? All right. Can I put that there? Yes, I'm thinking about handrails. How would that look there? So how would I put one there? Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll do this, do that, then I will take this, get rid of this. All right, and I can just put something up here, some plants or something that looks like, you're not allowed to touch it or whatever. Okay, once we decide what color, we're gonna load our trophy with our fish on this wall. An example is, I believe I do have one here. So, I'll just put a bunch of trophies around. Of course, this outer wall will be loaded with fish tanks, the same with this wall. And in here, we'll have some more tanks. Here, I will have my tropical fish room. It should look pretty cool. If I have to add more walls or open up another corner, I will. Here, I'll probably load the walls up with portraits I got. I don't like that's the wrong wall. I will change that out. It needs to be a solid wall. In fact, all of these need to be solid walls. Okay, yeah, so I need to put this type of wall in there. But okay, but there you go. There's our first phase of our build. And that's where we're going to call it right here. Okay, it looks like we got a good build started on our way. So if you like this video, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and stay tuned for the remainder of this build. It will also spread out into our garden phases, a bunch of how-tos, probably some what not to do's, because I find that out the hard way. Some deviations we got to get them moved around. A lot of decoration. So this should be a fun build, especially with the aquariums. And of course, we're going to make videos on catching the fish and different things we can do and different things you can do to decorate your fish aquarium. So until the next adventure, this is King Drama. Bye.